What's good, fam? I'm gonna be reacting to Candace. I'm gonna destroy Brooklyn Nets for exiling Kyrie Irving. Documentary tweet NBA. Before I go though, hold on. You messing with my jacket, cuz? What do you think? Well, let's go, y'all.
Sorry for
Oh, and make sure if you're watching, down below, you know what I'm saying? Everything, if you want to. Let's go.
post pause people.
I'll take my responsibility for posting that. I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary. I think some of the criticism of the Jewish faith in the community, for sure.
I really do not understand what Kyrie did wrong. I really don't.
Some points made in there that were unfortunate. Again, I'll repeat it for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. It's not that I don't believe in the Holocaust. I never said that. Never, ever have said it. It's not come out of my mouth. I never tweeted it. I never liked anything like it. So, just please keep that same energy when you guys are addressing me.
Kyrie, for the record, do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm gonna repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over.
From the first place, brother Kyrie, why do you like putting yourself in such situations? Why do you like being skeptic? You know what I'm saying? Why do you like being on the edge? I believe being a flat earther. I believe this. Why do you like being different?
And over again.
His situation right now, I do not agree with. Absolutely not. He posted a documentary that is on a platform like Amazon that is still going on there. People still buying it, and the only reason NBA didn't boycott Amazon or didn't say, oh, why Amazon didn't remove that movie is because there's a under the table deal that Amazon might buy the NBA. So that's why the NBA are about Amazon. You feel me? But people are noticing. People are pointing that out. Like, hey, why are you not speaking about Amazon? Why are you only speaking about Kyrie? But yeah, even the documentary, if the documentary got even the Holocaust, it can be like for educational purposes. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why he got all of this. I really don't. Especially when there are some, like, especially when the idea of what Kyrie is trying to get to can be right. And to Kyrie again, if he said, Kyrie, that he didn't watch the documentary, brother, if you didn't watch something, that's the ignorance part. If you didn't watch something, why are you uploading on your page? Why are you putting on your story if you didn't watch it? If you didn't watch something, if you didn't watch the content that was in the movie, why are you putting it on your story anyways? That's the ignorance part.
This is not going to turn into a spin around cycle, questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life.
He really doesn't want to play basketball when I look at it.
That's where I sit.
First with the flat earth stuff, second with the vaccine, third with this now.
Kyrie Irving has been falsely labeled anti-Semitic by the media. And not only that, he's been sent on this scavenger hunt to prove that he's not anti-Semitic before he can return to basketball. He was suspended 5 games, and even the NBA PA has started to take notice. Jaylen Brown have said enough is enough and decided to appeal the suspension.
What is amazing and what actually makes me want to understand what enough is when they speak about anti-Semitism. I'm actually the one that is suffering from anti-Semitism. Enough is enough for Palestine. Enough is enough for people dying in that region and nobody's speaking about that. That's enough is enough. But posting a documentary on a story and Kanye saying that Jews own everything, I don't think that deserves an enough is enough quote. I think that should be to the kids that are dying in the Middle East.
We can debate whether or not Kyrie sharing that documentary was a smart decision, but it doesn't make him a bad person, and it doesn't make him anti-Semitic.
No.
I'm gonna show a clip from Candace Owens.
And it doesn't deserve an enough and is enough. It doesn't deserve somebody saying enough is enough. I really don't see the enough part. I really don't see the suffering.
She explains it perfectly.
And if you're speaking about what happened in the 40s, well, that's the 40s. Even the people that took part in that on that horrific incident, even with the ones that survived are dead now, most of them. So You're not. So yeah, don't use that thing. Don't use that. Don't use that year and don't use that part of your history to make everything now seems like anti-Semitic.
I know some of you guys aren't a fan of hers, but just listen to what she has to say about Kyrie Irving.
Is important. It's important to underscore, first and foremost, the absurdity of the media, the way that they are behaving in that press conference. They're essentially approaching him.
Of course, look at the logos. Look at the logos. This. Most of these logos, we know who owns these companies.
Pretending that every single word of the documentary that Kyrie Irving did not make, he has to answer for. Could you imagine a world in which everything you watch, right, you are somehow now responsible for every single word within it? Notably absent, by the way, is the press going up to Jeff Bezos, who is
No. Nobody gonna speak about this guy.
who runs Amazon, and saying, "Hey, why did you allow this documentary to be on Amazon?" There's no outcry. There's no everybody delete your Amazon accounts because of this documentary. They are putting this firmly and squarely on Kyrie Irving, which is problematic in the first place. I want to also make it clear that in listening to his words, it is pointedly ridiculous that they would say that he is unfit to be associated with. There was nothing that he said, but I would say that he is unfit to be associated with because he very clearly condemns the falsities in the movie. He says, I do not think this way. He actually calls them falsehoods that are unfortunate, right? He says that that is not what I said. Do not attribute every word in this documentary to what my beliefs are.
Yeah.
He also very clearly stipulates to them, when they ask him, are you anti-Semitic? He clarifies that he's not anti-Semitic. Now, why is Kyrie Irving saying that? Why is he saying, I can't be anti-Semitic? That he hails from maybe Africa or from Asia, which is what the documentary explores. And I'm going to give you my feedback because obviously I watched the documentary after listening to this, right? His feedback is, do not make the word Semitic just about Jewish people in America.
Yes, because Semitism goes to Jews, Semitism goes to Arabs, Semitism goes to all of these are Semitic people. If you're anti-Semitic, then you can be anti-Semitic towards the Jews. You can be anti-Semitic towards Arabs. You know what I'm saying?
It includes a lot of other people.
Yep.
Okay. Now you might disagree with that. You might disagree with the Oxford Dictionary definition, but you can't.
Nah, even if you look, I don't know the Oxford definition, but even if you Google it, you will see like the anti-Semitism means you being against Semite people like the Jews or the Arabs and the Jews.
Be mad at him for stating the actual Oxford Dictionary definition. The last thing that I want to say here, just regarding his press conference, and I want to say there was so much pressure that was put upon me to condemn Kyrie Irving, right? To condemn Kyrie Irving based on this press conference, to basically decide that his pain is irrelevant. When I watched this press conference, I felt Kyrie's pain. I felt his pain, and I will say this emotionally and not rationally, as a Black person. People don't often think about how bizarre it is that we don't know where we come from, right? We don't know. If you ask the majority of white people, they'll say, oh, my family's from Scotland. My husband's family can go back so many generations.
I understand.
Talk about where they're from in England.
Yeah, I understand.
And when you talk to most people, they have this sort of cultural understanding of their history.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. You do sort of feel out of place. And yes,
you just like, you know that you're from Africa, but like where from Africa? No one knows. Yeah.
And I'm not throwing that on anybody. I'm not saying that it's somebody else's fault. But what Kyrie Irving says is that you can't pit atrocity against another atrocity and basically say that his pain doesn't matter. That
Bro, Kyrie, from all the heat that he been getting to and all the stress that he been dealing with, getting white hairs and stuff. Poor Kyrie, man. Poor Kyrie. From the flat earth era to the vaccine era to the Semitism era. Bro, Kyrie, man. You must figure it out. You must figure it out. You must figure it out, brother. Bro, I can't say it. You must figure it out. Yeah, that's how you say it.
At his noble pursuit of wanting to know where he came from, even if he landed on the wrong conclusions, is something that he is valid in feeling. It's a journey that he is valid in wanting to go on and wanting to partake in. So no, I'm not going to turn my back on Kyrie Irving and pretend that he's an awful human being based on this press conference. It's wrong. There are a lot of people that feel that they're in pain. from the Jewish community because they're upset that he shared this link. But also, if you're not paying attention, there are a lot of Black Americans that are telling you that they feel that they're in pain because you're telling them that they're not allowed to feel the way they feel about not understanding their roots.
I can't blame anybody for being upset at LeBron James, Shaq, Charles Barkley, Shannon Sharp, and many others. They had no background information, they hadn't seen the documentary, and they have no clue what Kyrie's personal
That's
views
what I'm
are,
saying.
but they chose to attack him.
That's what, like, I said this on the previous videos. In the previous video, I said like, people see the truth. No, people don't know. No, I said like, people see the truth, but they're like, they blind themselves and they just say whatever everybody's saying. And this goes in the other way. Like, people don't know what the truth is, but if everybody say this is what's happening, then everybody gonna say this is what's happening. It's like we're being a bunch of sheeps. Whatever the herd goes, all the sheep goes. You know what I'm saying? Without checking out, like, hey, hold on, let me stand up and see what's after, like, what's at the end of the herd. Where am I going? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, everybody going where everybody's going. It's sad. It really sad. It really
Shaq
is.
called him an idiot when Shaq played that movie in his own movie theater.
It's really sad when one player who posts a H2N pic on Twitter gets criticized by another player who played the H2N movie in his theater. Shaquille O'Neal is now the owner of the Cityplex 12. Damn. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying now? It's just like people would say anything. People would diss their mother. People would speak badly about anything just to please the masses. It's sad.
And then we have the moral police, Nike, who decided to drop Kyrie Irving's sneaker deal. Yes, the company with modern day slaves wants to tell Kyrie what he can and can't post because it's too hateful. I guarantee you, not one person that criticized Kyrie even saw the documentary or knew what it was about. They jumped on the bandwagon because they were scared of the media. They were scared of facing backlash, so they threw Kyrie under the bus without any knowledge of the situation.
Yep.
It's their fault. The documentary now has more attention than ever before. The media has
I didn't see, so I'm not a hypocrite. I didn't see. I'm not gonna speak about it. But if it got any source of truth that the masses are trying to hide, if it got any source of truth that the government or whatever you want to call it are trying to hide or do not want people to watch, they not just brought more attention to it.
gotten more power than
Yeah.
ever before because nothing Kyrie said was good enough. He apologized. He said he wasn't anti-Semitic. He
Yeah.
said he didn't agree with everything in the documentary, but it didn't matter. They still made him go on a scavenger hunt. They still suspended him for 5 games. This has gotten out of control.
Yeah.
The media has way too much power.
Too
If you
much.
bow down to them, they will try to ruin your entire life.
Too much.
They will try to control.
You know, especially when you got deals, Nike deals, Gymshark deals, whatever type of deals, and you make anything that would irritate them, you're going for a long night, buddy.
Everything you do. The media doesn't care if Kyrie's anti-Semitic or not. They're just trying to break him because he doesn't surrender to them.
Yeah.
He doesn't give them what they want. He's his own person.
Mm-hmm.
So they create a false narrative to try to tear down everything he's ever done. They don't care about his actual values.
Kyrie, man, I feel for you. I really feel for you. And I don't know, bro. I know you gotta figure it out, bro. You gotta like choose what topics to speak about. If you really want to be on that Malcolm X, Martin Luther King phase, go for it. But you gotta sacrifice a lot of stuff. You're not gonna be playing basketball when they're gonna be speaking a lot about some topics that people are divided of. Like these topics divide people. These topics reunion people, like the black community. I'm sure they're gonna love you more now. But you're gonna get separated from the white community. People are gonna look at you as a bad guy. Same way they looked at Malcolm. Same way they looked at Martin Luther. You know what I'm saying? When they tried uniting the black man. So I really don't know, man. I really don't know, Kyrie. I hope you figure it out. I hope you get better. I don't think you're gonna play basketball no more. To keep it honest, to keep it honest with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. If you're still watching, make sure to have a good day. I don't wanna ask from you nothing. Make sure to have a good day. Stay blessed. And God bless, man. See you next time.